You have a bunch of kids in the car. How many kids? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who are these kids to you?
This is my friend.
Why's your zipper, your buttons down on your crotch?
Well, I probably just forgot.
You gotta take this guy in.
Why?
He's been harassing my 12-year-old daughter online.
That's how it works for you?
Yeah.
Okay, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Dominic, you got a taser? Stop! Stop!
Here are 4 cases in which brave cops saved kids from predators. Starting with the case of Timothy Nielsen, who was waiting outside the home of a 12-year-old girl, who he discovered online on July 8, 2022. Nielsen was a viewer of the girl's YouTube channel, where he left inappropriate comments. The girl's parents spotted this and blocked the channel, but Nielsen continued to stalk her on other social media platforms. He even disguised himself as someone else and casually phoned the young girl's associated friends till he found the location where she lived. Once verified, Nielsen drove 2,300 miles from Oregon to Ohio to meet her in person. Fortunately, someone saw Nielsen's unusual behavior and called the cops, saying that a suspicious person was prowling around the neighborhood.
On someone's door trespassing?
Yeah, if you don't have permission to be on their property, absolutely. So why are you going door to door if you're trying to meet some girl from the internet for a date?
I've been after her for 5 years and I haven't heard nothing from her. If I find her one day, that's fine. If not, I can leave. I just want a no answer or a yes answer.
Yeah, well, going door to door isn't going to find her.
What am I going to do? Sit out here, wait for them to pull out of the driveway?
Well, you don't even know where she lives.
I know I do, but I had my cell phone taken away from me. Like, I was sleeping over there by the Walgreens.
Okay.
And in that night, someone took my cell phone from me. So I don't know which.
So what's your long-term plan here? Because I mean,
long-term plan
we got several complaints about you coming up, knocking on people's doors, soliciting.
That's not right, man.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm not just driving
that
around.
Didn't happen. I'm just saying if I could get a yes or no answer for her, I would leave. You know.
I'm gonna venture to say if you haven't found her yet, it's probably a no.
How are you to say that, man? I don't know what address.
Well, because you don't know where she lives. You don't even know who she is.
The officer responds normally since he assumes the girl is an adult, but the grim truth emerges quickly when the girl's father arrives and recognizes the man.
Are you
from Oregon?
I am from Oregon.
Oh, you gotta take this guy in.
Why?
He's been harassing my 12-year-old daughter online.
That's how it works for you?
Yeah.
You're here to forbid me? Little children? My name is Ask Little Children.
Oh, God,
Oh, my God.
the FBI is involved in it, so please.
The FBI? You know what?
All right, hey, stop talking to him. All right, step down here on the street, get off this property. All right, I'll be with you in a second,
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
Yeah. All right, so there's your answer. This girl you've been talking to is 12 years old. You're obviously an adult, so that conversation.
Forbid them not.
Hey,
Forbid them not.
she is 12 years old. That is her parent. He will forbid whatever he chooses.
When the officer tries to reason with the guy, telling him that the child's parent does have responsibility over her, Nielsen becomes irrationally angry and begins arguing.
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
All right, that's disturbing.
You know what? Holy and profane, I'm holy. And so is my church, the Church of I Am Christ. I am
All right,
Christ.
what are you need to, what are you, homeless? You live in the area?
I'm homeless and a truck driver, and I'm
Okay, do you have a truck around here?
I'm waiting to make some money, man.
Okay, how are you gonna make money?
Driving trucks, man.
Okay, do you have a truck down here?
No. When I get some, I'll get some money when I drive some trucks that got a Class A license.
Okay, but if you don't have a truck, how are you gonna make some money?
In order to express his frustration, Nielsen speaks without thinking things through. If the officer was still unsure about Nielsen's predatory tendencies, this subsequent exchange dispelled any doubts.
All right, what's your first name?
My name is As Little Children.
As Little Children?
That is my full name.
So your first name is Az?
First name is Az.
Okay, is it A-Z-Z?
As in, become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
All right,
As.
that's not making any sense whatsoever.
Become as little children or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. That's what it is.
Okay,
Become as little children or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
So what is your government?
Whatever you think is paying you, whoever you think is paying you, I can pay you more.
Well, you're not paying me.
I can pay you
I'm
more.
a city employee.
If it's money, that's fine. If it's for diligency,
Sir.
I'm here for my woman. And if she does not want me, I will leave right now forever.
Well, the Father has said that you are not wanted, so you should leave forever.
Forbidden not. Forbidden not.
Well, that's not your place to say that you're not welcome here.
Emotionally delusional, Nielsen freely displays his repulsive fantasies, but the cop remains composed and gets the data he requires for protocol.
What's your first name? What's the name given to you by the government?
Timothy.
Timothy? And Timothy, what's the last name given to you by the government?
Nielsen, Nielsen. Forbidden not.
He's just highly educated.
Forsake your sons, forsake your daughters, forsake your wives, forsake children. Do not forsake little children. I'm little children. And if you're an officer of the law, that's it. If you will die for Jesus, if you will die for Jesus, die for Jesus right now. If you want to have me taken in underneath the law, go ahead, because you want to fight for that badge right now, go ahead. I am the one Church of Christ who is Muslim and Christian, and we have the living God who has never died.
Okay.
And if you want to be on
14 headquarters.
Whatever, man.
So what's your long-term plan? So we put to bed this whole I'm looking for this girl I met on the internet. It's against the law. You can't have a relationship with a 12-year-old. So the Father forbid it. You're not welcome on this property. So what is your long-term goal here, sir?
Right now I need to go take a shit, man.
The officer now tries to get him to publicly admit his intention, which would be enough proof to prosecute him with importuning.
So apparently, according to dispatch, we've been dealing with you in this capacity for a couple weeks now.
I will leave forever if that's what's in her heart that says that I do not want this guy. I will leave forever, and that 5 years has been one girl has been a long time.
So would you agree with me that at 12 years old she's not?
I do not agree.
Okay. So, well, I'm telling you that you're not to have any type of relationship.
Okay, as little children, right? Okay. She's going to be old one day and die.
So?
Because I will live forever, and I will kill myself. I will kill myself.
Okay. So, are you making threats to harm yourself?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? Because you just said I'll kill myself.
Without her, I will die one day.
Well, we're all going to die one day.
Right. And I hope my day is soon.
Okay. Why is that?
I'll be diligent with you, sir.
Okay, I appreciate that. But so why do you think you? I mean, we're all going to die one day. But I mean, you understand she's 12, but I understand from you that doesn't make a difference.
But you don't understand God. With men, things aren't possible. With God, all things are possible. All things.
I understand that. I mean, that's what they say.
And I want to know what's in her heart. Her heart.
Okay.
Since Nielsen obviously has a distorted understanding of God and his ways, the officer chooses to save himself the trouble and handcuff him instead of continuing the argument.
Okay.
I could maybe just take a date with I'm not looking for. Maybe just a date for coffee or something, man. Just to meet her on the phone.
Do you think 12-year-olds drink coffee? All right, Mr. Nielsen, I told you I would do you one favor. I did speak with the 12-year-old, and I know while you said that you don't care if they're 6 years old, 12 years old, it's what you feel in your heart. She wants nothing to do with you.
No. Do you believe it came from her?
I talked to her. I talked to her specifically.
Do you believe it came from her? She wasn't under distress at all?
Well, no, she's not under duress.
How do you know?
Because I was in the house.
How do you know she's not under duress right now?
Okay.
How do you know she's not under duress? Huh?
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back. We're not going to have you acting up like this.
Nielsen's actions and desires cannot be justified in any way, and he simply exacerbated the situation by doubling down on them. Nielsen was arrested and taken to Medina County Jail, where he was charged with 2 counts of menacing by stalking and 1 count of importuning. In December of that year, he was sentenced to 4.5 years in jail, followed by 5 years of post-release supervision. He will also be obliged to register as a Tier 1 offender. While Nielsen publicly admitted to being a predator, undercover officers persuaded Ryan to admit his true nature. On July 6, 2021, an investigator purported to be a 15-year-old girl on an anonymous social media platform, catching the interest of a 29-year-old male named Ryan Burton. After Ryan had established her age, he began sending inappropriate texts and sexual photographs. And within 3 hours, Ryan had gone from sending a first text to appearing at the girl's home. But when he got to the home location in La Crosse, Wisconsin, the cops were ready to apprehend him.
How you doing? How you doing, man? Good, good. My name's Detective Ross, and I'm with La Crosse Police Department. Can you take your hands out of your pockets for me?
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Brian.
Ryan, okay.
Ryan is shocked when he gets caught completely off guard by the undercover detectives. At this point, there is nothing he can do to avoid being jailed.
Any weapons with you today?
No.
Okay. You just want to put your hands on top of your head. I'm just going to pat you down, make sure you got no weapons with you today.
We're here at the police department as well, sir. See our badge?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. You like?
Yeah.
Just put your hands behind your back. You okay? You not hurt, Brian?
I'm good.
Good. Just going to check these things for fit. What's your last name, Brian?
It's Ryan with an R.
Where's your ID
Ryan,
at?
I'm sorry.
In my car.
Where are your keys at? I'm gonna get your ID.
It's in my pocket here.
Where's your ID at so I can confirm who you're talking about?
It's in the middle compartment of my car.
Can I go get your ID for
Yeah.
you, please?
Keys are in this pocket?
Other pocket.
This one right here?
Yep.
It's in the middle console then?
Copy, I'll go back in the main now.
Yeah.
Alright. And I can go grab your ID?
Yep.
Thank you.
Let's just have a seat here on the step.
The policemen remove his car keys to search inside for more evidence, while Ryan is led to the police SUV, where he regrets his life choices.
There's 2 IDs, one for the wife, one for him. And wallet was in the center console, which gave me permission to get. Yeah, should be.
Come watch your head getting in.
Ryan is subsequently transported to the police station, where the investigator reads his Miranda rights to him and informs him of the charges made in the ongoing investigations.
Okay. Don't want to talk? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a line through there, and I'm just going to write your 1 o'clock. Okay? Going to be going to the county jail tonight. All right? There'll be 2 charges. All right? One of them is the use of a computer to facilitate a child crime.
Okay.
And the second one is an attempted second-degree assault of a child.
Okay.
All right? So I'll respect your wishes, and we're going to get you out of here as soon as we can.
Okay.
The screenshots of the discussion provide sufficient evidence to support felony charges of second-degree assault on a child and using a computer to aid offenses. If convicted of both charges, he may face up to 60 years imprisonment. But, unlike Ryan, Guthrie was able to get his hands on kids before being arrested. On July 5, 2022, Guthrie was seen speeding through several highway lanes in New Mexico. He also made a very fast turn, which grabbed the attention of the officers driving behind him, and they pulled him over to see what was going on. When they reached the driver's seat, they noticed something really disturbing.
Hey there.
Hello.
How are you?
All right.
Just all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot driver license? There's your wallet right there between your legs.
So, just a little bit nervous.
So was I. The way you're driving?
Huh?
I said, you mentioned that you were nervous? Right. I was nervous while I was behind you driving down I-40. You were in lane number 1. At times, you went all the way from lane number 1 all the way over. Didn't use a signal, had problems keeping your vehicle one lane. And then when you merged on from westbound 40 northbound 25, you took that curve way too fast.
I did. I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna crash.
At first, the officers are simply concerned about the driver's sobriety, but when they glance around, they notice a young female sitting in distress, and upon inspection, they learn she is not the only child in the car.
Okay, and then you have a bunch of kids in the car. How many kids? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who are these kids to you?
This is my friend.
That's your friend?
Yeah.
How old's your friend?
18.
That girl's not 18? That girl's not 18?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
No, I think she is.
That girl's not 18. Trust me. She don't look 18. Ma'am, how old are you? I didn't ask you your name. I asked you how old you were.
The girl refuses to tell the sergeant her age, which raises his suspicions, so he asks Guthrie to come out of the vehicle.
Jeremy, turn the car off and come back here and talk to me.
All right.
Let me see the keys. Thank you. Come on out. Why's your zipper, your buttons down on your crotch?
Well, I probably just forgot.
Okay.
I'll button my zipper.
Yeah, please button your zipper.
Yeah. I mean, I had to take like a piss and
The sergeant discovers that Guthrie's slacks are unzipped, and when confronted, Guthrie laughs and says that he forgot to zip them. The sergeant, on the other hand, does not believe it and inquires about alcohol consumption. Initially, he denies drinking at all, but then contradicts himself.
When did you last drink?
like probably it's been a little while.
Like an hour?
I would say it's more than
like maybe 2?
Yeah.
Roughly? Okay.
Like 2 hours.
That's fair. Because you know what? 2 hours is totally different than, no, I haven't been drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's okay. That's okay. We're not gonna argue about it. I mean, I know what I smell. I know what I hear. I know what I see. Okay. Simple as that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, you already did. You said I hadn't been drinking. And then I kind of played you, said, was it an hour ago? Like, no, longer. 2 hours? Yeah.
It's been a few hours.
Okay.
I mean,
Gotcha. Well,
I mean,
we're not gonna argue about that. I mean, I know what I smell. Okay? Do you think you're safe to drive? Do you think you're safe to drive?
yeah,
You do?
absolutely.
Once again, you and I will disagree on that too. All those people in the car, who are they?
They're just my friends. I mean,
Do you normally hang out with people who are young? How old are you?
I'm 41.
41? Okay. Hang tight right there, okay?
Guthrie's sluggish reactions and halting words imply that he is heavily inebriated. After establishing his age, the sergeant turns to the children in the truck and asks the same question.
How old are you? And don't lie to me. I mean, okay, like I'm not gonna play the game where you lie. I know that. I know that you're not 18. Okay. So if you want to have attitude, you in the front. Okay. We go about it another way. Simple as that. So if I sense any attitude or you give me lip, we'll do it another way. Okay. How old are you? 14. Thank you. Simple question.
14.
Really 14?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
18.
Okay. 13. Okay. 14. Okay. Who's this guy to anybody?
That's our homies. And then she knows his kid.
Okay. So that there's your homie. Okay. So you guys all need to call your parents.
At this point, the sergeant recognizes the gravity of the situation and believes that he could have saved the lives of all the kids in the truck.
Just so you guys know, okay, I probably saved 6 lives tonight, at least 6 lives. Okay, I thought you guys were going to crash around that bend. He's going way too fast. And he's definitely not safe to drive. This is Sergeant LaFay with State Police, and your son, along with I'm guessing five of his other buddies, they were in a vehicle with somebody some man. It's a grown adult who has no business driving, and so he's out now doing field sobriety tests, and these kids need to be picked up.
The sergeant calls the parents of the children involved and notifies them of the situation. Meanwhile, the other officer administers field sobriety tests to Guthrie.
I just don't understand this. You're going backwards, you're going 8 I. Are you going backwards? I just don't understand the test that you're doing right now.
I told you to go forward, remember?
From me?
From H to S. It's pretty simple.
Oh. H, I, J, K, L, M, O, P, Q, R, S.
Cool. All right.
I just didn't understand what you wanted to.
Yeah. All right. Go and stand up, bro. Go and stand up. Go and turn around for me. Go and turn around. Go and turn around. All right. So you're gonna be placed under arrest for DWI, okay?
Don't forget his phone. I'll put it in the front seat.
Go over here to the.
It'll be easier.
Guthrie is charged with driving under the influence and 6 counts of child abuse. He later faced charges of rape. The prosecutor says that Guthrie was in a year-long relationship with a 13-year-old girl who became pregnant before miscarrying. No matter how much of a liar Guthrie is, he is nothing compared to Josie, who not only denied the charges of violence, but also fled from the police. On May 22, 2021, Jose trailed and followed a 10-year-old child across many aisles of Walmart in Onalaska, Wisconsin. After getting near, the 30-year-old grabbed her improperly. The girl fled and informed her mother, who confronted Josie. When the mother accused Josie of assault, he exited the business and departed the parking lot in his pickup truck. 5 months later, in October, the police found Josie and went to his workplace.
Hey, Josie. Officer Flatton. This is a little bit more urgent for me, so I decided to just come down and talk to you here. I need to talk to you about an incident where you're my suspect. Okay. Do you have any idea what I'm referring to? Okay. You ever been to the Onalaska Walmart?
Times.
Okay. In May, we got a complaint from a parent and a young girl at the Walmart in Onalaska that involves you. Anything ring a bell to that? Okay. Have you ever been at the Walmart where you got chased out of the store? No? Okay. So we've got video of you getting chased out of Walmart by a mom.
I would doubt that.
Huh?
No, I don't.
Okay. I do.
He says he won't be chased out of the Walmart ever again when the police question him about the event. Although he claims not to recall the incident, the police possess CCTV footage showing his face as he was leaving the location. He does something startling when the police show him the photo.
You had previously... Would you agree that this is you? No? Okay. Is this your truck?
Definitely not.
No? Is that something you've ever driven?
No, I don't even have a topper on my truck.
Okay.
Mine's in the same cab.
You don't think that resembles you in the slightest?
Despite his refusal to acknowledge it, the officer is aware that Josie is the culprit, thus continuing to deny something so blatantly clear would only work against him. Josie can argue he doesn't look like the man in the picture, but he can argue he didn't use his debit card.
Okay, so the incident is that he reported to us that you had grabbed a child buttock in a grocery aisle. No? Okay. So we reviewed video and watched the suspect of this whole thing prior to this incident with the juvenile. Was inside Subway, bought a sub sandwich, used your debit card. Okay?
Somebody used my debit card, you said?
Well, you.
Yeah,
Subway?
Yep, on Alaska Walmart Subway. So walked into the store, the vestibule, goes into the Subway, gets some food, eats and stuff, and goes into the store. Okay. You still want to tell me you have no idea what I'm talking about? Okay. Are you the only one that would have your debit card? Or do you share with people who look a lot like you?
Following the event, the police officers headed to the Subway branch, where Josie was last seen. The police found his debit card bill, which had his name clearly on it, in addition to the CCTV footage. This attests to Josie's presence at the Subway and verifies that Josie was the person photographed by the CCTV system there. Even though he is in a terrible situation, Josie does the following foolish thing rather than giving up.
Okay, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Dominic, you got a taser? Stop! You stop! Stop! Get on the ground.
You good?
Yep.
When the officer instructs Josie to turn around and place his hands behind him, he flees out the back of the restaurant and down an alley. Both cops pursue him and constantly demand him to halt, but he continues to run, before eventually slowing down near Pearl and 3rd Street. The cop sees an opportunity to grab the back of his t-shirt and arrest him, although Josie's fall on the ground may have resulted in some injuries.
You're under arrest for sexual assault of a minor. You have any questions? Josie? Are you injured at all?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I'm sick. And I need help.
What do you mean? Like you're gonna puke right now or something else?
Something else.
All right. We're gonna sit you up, bud. Roll over your side. This way.
The officer informs Josie of the reason for his detention and asks if he is harmed. Later, they placed him in the back of the car and drove him to the station, where he was charged with felony first-degree sexual assault on an underage female and misdemeanor resisting an officer. Resisting arrest is a misdemeanor punishable by a $10,000 fine, up to 9 months in prison, or both. Furthermore, his release bond was set at $2,500, and he faces up to 60 years in jail if convicted.